So the season split for season 1 is coming February the 21st. Not only are we getting some new heroes with the Human Torch and the Thing, we're also getting some major changes to other heroes in the game. There's been some online leakers that have leaked the patch notes from this season 1 split, and it's pretty long, man. So y'all bear with me. We're gonna go through them right now. Okay, so first we're starting with tanks. So with tanks, we got Venom, increased battlefield threat upon entry, reduced energy cost for ultimate. Frenzy Arrival now knocks enemies inward instead of vertically, with a 75-degree inward knockback angle. Devouring Feast, which is his ultimate, energy cost was reduced from 2,800 to 2,500. Captain America, increased survivability during prolonged battles, improved usability of Vibranium Energy Shield, and reduced ultimate energy cost. Now able to use Absolute Will for defense while jumping. Vibranium Energy Shield, projectile speed increased from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second. Bounce speed increased from 100 meters per second to 150 meters per second. Call of Freedom, his ultimate. Energy cost reduced from 3,100 to 2,800. Light Shield Strike and melee attacks are now separate. Melee attacks in Shield Flight or combo mode will activate the first 2 strikes of Light Shield Strike. Divine Descent will no longer trigger when performing melee attacks while airborne. Thor, improved usability of Rune Awakening. Remove the global cooldown after Rune Awakening ends. Groot, increased combat range threat. Thornwall maximum placement distance increased from 15 meters to 18 meters. Magneto, slightly reduced survivability, slightly increased offensive capability. Magnetic Orb, damage increased from 35 to 40. Electromagnetic Curtain now consumes 65 energy per second, and max duration reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Doctor Strange, slightly reduced survivability, base health reduced from 650 to 600. All right, now we're moving on to the Duelist. We got Iron Fist, improved sustained combat capability, added new functionality to Zigzag Punch, and provided more battlefield choices. Jeet Kune Do attack damage adjusted. Hits 1, 2, and 5 reduced from 32 to 30. Hits 3 and 4 reduced from 16 to 15. Hits 6 reduced from 55 to 50. Zigzag Punch damage reduced from 19 to 10 per hit, but now deals 1.7% of enemies max HP as damage per hit. Heart Meditation bonus HP increased from 50 to 150, but now decays at 25 HP per second after 1 second. Lock and counter max converted HP increased from 150 to 200. Base health increased from 250 to 300. Mr. Fantastic, improved harassment potential and increased ultimate skill threat. Stretch and slam ground effect radius increased from 2.5 meters to 5 meters. Now also knocks enemies outward. Stretch and slam cooldown increased from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. Mind Crush, his ultimate. Base damage increased from 50 to 70. Mind Crush energy cost increased from 2,800 to 3,400. Mind Crush now has damage fall off, reducing damage from 3 meters outward with a max reduction at 10 meters. Iron Man, increased damage output of Beam Ray in both normal and overdrive states. Beam Ray damage increased from 120 to 140. Beam Ray armor overdrive damage increased from 180 to 190. Hawkeye, increased survivability and close range threat, enhanced ultimate skill impact. Base health increased from 250 to 275. Explosive arrow projectile damage reduced from 20 to 15, but his field damage increased from 25 to 32. Crescent Slash cooldown reduced from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Falcon Vision, his ultimate, now charges the bow faster, with a charge speed multiplier increased from 1.2 to 1.35. Storm, reduced long range threat, decreased self buff aura while increasing team buff. Wind Blade damage fall off at 30 meters improved from 70% to 60%. Thunderstorm self damage buff reduced from 16% to 12%. Ally buff increased from 8% to 10%. Enhanced Thunderstorm self damage buff reduced from 30% to 25%. Star-Lord, increased max movement distance from Rocket Boost, enhancing mobility. Rocket Boost max energy increased from 1,200 to 1,800. Scarlet Witch, increased survivability when using ultimate. Reality Erasure, grants 100 bonus health upon activation, which decays at 50 health per second after ultimate ends. Spider-Man, slightly reduced cooldown for Web Shot, decreasing attack downtime. Web shot charge time reduced from 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Moon Knight. Increased enemy reaction time to Khonshu's fist, optimizing its damage logic. Khonshu's fist descent speed reduced. Adjusted Khonshu's fist damage. Each hit now deals 150 instead of 75, while removing the previous central area effect. Black Widow. Improved combat potential and post-ultimate threat. Red Room rifle magazine size increased from 8 to 15. Energy Vortex, her ultimate. The slow effect reduced from 80% to 55, but now inflicts a 4-second debuff causing 15% damage taken. Hela. Improved suppression capability against mid to long range enemies. Soul Piercer damage fall off at 30 meters increased from 70 to 80%. Alright, now we're on to the strategist. So Adam Warlock. Increased damage and slight healing buff during Soul Synergy. Quantum magic damage increased from 55 to 60. Damage fall off at 40 meters improved from 50% to 60%. Soul Synergy healing increased from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Cloak and Dagger. Increased survival during ultimate. Reduced ultimate frequency and duration. Light and Shadow. The ultimate. Increased energy cost from 3,400 to 4,000. Light and shadow duration reduced from 10 seconds to 8 seconds with shorter pause time between phases. Now only applies one healing instance per phase instead of stacking. Camera control unlocked during light and shadow. Cloak of Fear vulnerability effect increased from 20% to 28%. Invisible Woman. Reduced ultimate frequency. Phantom Presence, her ultimate energy increased from 4,000 to 4,300. Alright, and this is a big one right here. Team synergy adjustments. Gamma charge reduced Hulk synergy benefit and beam ray. The Gamma overdrive. So the damage has been reduced. Dimensional teleport improved Black Panther and Psylocke combat endurance. Light Force now grants Moon Knight healing over time after skill activation. Symbiote Bond reworked defensive mechanics for Spider-Man and Penny Parker, now granting temporary invisibility instead of a damage reduction. All right, man. So how y'all feel about them changes, man? I know that was a lot, man. If you're still here watching, I appreciate you. But yeah, man, they're definitely making some big changes. You know, this game has so much potential, bro, and I just love that they're paying attention to the metas and they're changing those metas. The biggest one that I noticed from this, you know, list of changes is that Iron Man and Hulk combo. Because Iron Man and Hulk together, you know, when he activates the Gamma beam, he can run through a whole squad if it's a good Iron Man. But make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about these patch notes in the comments. What are y'all excited about? Are y'all excited about the new heroes? Are y'all excited about the changes? And I heard there's a map coming too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next video.